Hello, welcome to Arsenal Studios. This is Learning English with Movies. In this video, we will talk about one of my favorite comedies, The Mask. We will also practice using adjectives and adverbs. If you're new here, the goal of this channel is to help intermediate English language students practice and improve their English skills by using movies as the main topic. If you like our content, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The Mask is a 1994 comedy directed by Chuck Russell. It's loosely based on the comics published by Dark Horse Comics. The Mask stars Jim Carrey in the title role and Cameron Diaz in her feature film debut. Carrey portrays Stanley Ipkiss, a hapless, ordinary bank clerk who discovers a mystical wooden green mask that turns him into a green-faced troublemaker. Hapless means unlucky and usually unhappy. As the Mask, he has the power to cartoonishly change himself and his surroundings at will and cause all kinds of mayhem. Mayhem means confused activity or excitement, sometimes involving destructive violence. When he begins using his abilities to fight crime, Dorian Tyrell, a criminal who wants to take over the organization, goes after him. To take over means to assume control of something. Both the critical and financial success of the movie established Jim Carrey and Cameron Diaz as international movie stars. Not only that, but for his performance, Carrey received a Golden Globe nomination. However, the 2005 sequel, Son of the Mask, was a commercial and critical bomb. A bomb is a movie, play, or other event that fails badly. Chuck Russell is an American filmmaker best known for directing A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, the action thriller Eraser, and the action-adventure The Scorpion King. Jim Carrey is a Canadian-American actor and comedian best known for his energetic slapstick performances. Slapstick is comedy based on deliberately clumsy actions and humorously embarrassing events. He started his career with small parts on film before making a splash in the sketch comedy show In Living Color. To make a splash means to become suddenly very successful or very well known. However, his breakthrough came in 1994 with a string of successful comedies, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, The Mask, and Dumb and Dumber. A string is a sequence of similar items or events. Since then, he has starred in many successful comedies as well as critically acclaimed dramas. Carrey was last seen as Dr. Robotnik, the main antagonist in the Sonic the Hedgehog films. An antagonist is a person who actively opposes or is hostile to someone or something, or an adversary. Cameron Diaz is an acclaimed American actress. While working as a model, she made her feature film debut at age 21 in The Mask. She followed her success with the comedies My Best Friend's Wedding and There's Something About Mary. Her successful acting career includes roles in acclaimed dramas such as Gangs of New York, action comedies like Charlie's Angels, and animated films such as Shrek. The plot of The Mask revolves around a timid bank clerk named Stanley Ipkiss, played by Jim Carrey, who discovers a magical mask that transforms him into a suit-suited green-faced character with superhuman powers. A suit is a man's suit of exaggerated style, characterized by a long, loose jacket with padded shoulders and high-waisted tapering trousers, popular in the 1940s. As The Mask, Ipkiss uses his powers to woo a nightclub singer named Tina Carlisle, played by Cameron Diaz, and to take on the city's crime bosses, including the film's main antagonist, Dorian Tyrell. To woo means to seek the favor, affection, or love of someone. Meant to be together and fraternize. To fraternize means to be friendly with someone and spend time with someone in a friendly way, especially when it's considered wrong or improper to do so. He also tries to woo her by pretending to be French, not only by using a French accent, but also by using a few French words as innuendo. For example, he tells her that he will dip his ladle in her vichyssoise, a French cream soup. A ladle is a large long-handled spoon with a cup-shaped bowl, used for serving soup, stew, or sauce. After she refuses his advances, he describes her as coy. Coy, especially with reference to a woman, means making a pretense of shyness or modesty that is intended to be alluring. Before we continue, I would like you to check out my online course at Thinkific. The Learning English with Movies course was designed for intermediate English language students who love movies and filmmaking. You can practice your English reading and listening skills, learn your key vocabulary and grammar, and confirm your comprehension with fun quizzes. The Learning English with Movies Kindle ebook is also available from Amazon. For more information as well as funny useful tips and recommendations, you can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Now, let's get back to the video. Now, let's practice some useful grammar structures. Adjectives and adverbs. Adjectives modify nouns and give a more detailed sense of the noun. They clarify the noun by answering the questions what kind, which, or how many. Example, a beautiful woman wants to open a bank account. His old car needs to be replaced. The mask captured plenty of criminals. Please note that the adjectives cannot modify verbs, adjectives, or adverbs. Most of the time, adjectives come before nouns. However, an adjective follows a sense verb or a verb of appearance when it modifies the noun before the verb. Verbs like be, feel, taste, smell, sound, look, appear, or seem. Example, Stanley seems nice. The gangster looks dangerous. Tina feels sad. Likewise, an adjective follows a form of the verb to be, like am, is, are, was, were, be, being, or been. Example, the mask is green. Stanley was nervous to see Tina. Adverb modify verbs, adjectives, and other adverbs. In general, they answer the following questions: how, when, where, and why. Please note that adverbs cannot modify nouns. Example, Tina's extremely beautiful. He arrived late to the club. He used the mask's superpowers carelessly. Stanley dressed quickly for the date. Thanks for watching. Have you seen The Mask? What's your favorite Jim Carrey comedy? Do you prefer Cameron Diaz in dramas or comedies? Would you like to see a remake of The Mask? Write down your thoughts in the comments below.